From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And talk about someone who has absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has a cannon. And this coaching staff, they're not going to be afraid, even in his rookie year, to let him air it out downfield and find out what he absolutely can do.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make him play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. Now the first carry here for the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive first down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here we go now on first and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards on the play. And the Raider.
On first down is Jeanty. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
2nd and 13. The kidder here, it's complete. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
On the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
To Rashee Rice. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now back to throw.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
A solid stiff arm. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Raiders nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
They'll set up to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very... They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw again. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 5. And that that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff looking right. There's the stiff arm. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Second and 4. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Play action. They'll throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another Raiders first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll go with a keeper. He is going nowhere as as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a is needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get this out to Ginty. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be... He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Open man right side is Rice. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 4.
The gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Chiefs 30.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for the field goal last time. See what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And down he'll go at the 25.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Right back to him on 1st down. Yeah, they'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
28 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll run again. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 3.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and forever. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Rashee Rice, incomplete. Deonte Banks on the coverage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Brings up third down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. What a great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Mayer there to bring it in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up second and
back to throw again. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. They'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Raiders 3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for more. That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. Fighting his way through contact. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
First down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Looking to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one too low. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Mayer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Shoves him aside. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 201 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 48-yard line.
And he loses the football a second time. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Throwing well, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at the 141. Over the side size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And the Raiders first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 26.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw now on first down. That's to Bash over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Las Vegas.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now here comes Kansas City. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Chiefs field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A gain of 4 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good. On
play action, no throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's on his way. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ballgame. But in this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S, because I don't care if you're a great tackler, you had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
KC's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That one caught by Rice. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
9 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Up the middle, it's Genty. And they'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the Raider first down.
Now on first down, he dropped the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop the throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Raider first down.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas.
They'll set up a throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Chiefs.
2nd and 2. Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 13 yards out. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
80. Raiders 20.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
First down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37th. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
4-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much running with it. Down to the 32. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
And on Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Kansas City, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.